of her life. Aminatu Saini, the African champion, 22.04 in the semi-finals. Big puff of the cheeks. Listen to this. Voted amongst the world's most 100 inspirational women. Is it to be gold in the 2 as it was in the 1 for Fraser Price? Tamara Clark, her first global final as well. What a stage and what a position. Can she hold her nerve? Bronze in Rio, bronze in Doha, bronze in Tokyo. She's got 1 silver here in Eugene. She only wants 1 colour though, it's gold. Shericka Jackson in 4. The defending champion, Dina Asher-Smith, equalled her national record in the 100 metres and it still wasn't good enough for a medal. She'll need to do so again. The Olympic champion, the second fastest 200-metre runner in history. How close will she have to go to that time to lift this title? The 4-time Olympic champion has never won a world indoor or outdoor crown. Kambunji's won an indoor crown at the 60 in March, brimming with confidence. She goes in 1. Take a moment to savour this wherever you are in the world. The Olympic champion, the defending champion, the former champion, the fastest woman in the world this year, and a group of first-time global finalists looking to tackle and tame 2 all-time greats. This race has everything and everyone. Hayward Field is about to witness history. Whoever wins the Women's World Championship final over 200 metres. Rarely has there been such a sense of expectation and anticipation ahead of a 200-metre final. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price has got out well. Jackson now coming through. Thompson, Hera and Dina Asher-Smith have got a lot to do. Asher-Smith is coming into the mix. Now Shericka Jackson coming up onto the shoulder of Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price. At last, it's Jackson's turn to be the queen of sprinting. 21.46. She becomes the fastest living woman on earth. And at last, after so many bronze and silver medals, it is a glittering gold for Shericka Jackson. And how they will celebrate that back in Jamaica. We already know Thompson Hera is one of the greats. We already know Fraser Price is one of the greats. But tonight, it was the turn of Shericka Jackson, and she delivered just when she needed it the most. Fraser Price takes the silver, not quite to be the gold that it was in Moscow 9 years ago, and the crowd have just applauded Dina Asher-Smith because the defending champion is on the podium once more. She came through past Thompson Hera, who was run out of it in the end in a roundabout 6th or 7th place. But that was a brilliant run. I thought Jackson would win it, and guess what? She came ever so close to breaking the world record. It's on the cards, not tonight. She might do it this season, but how sweet is this for Shericka Jackson? She withstood the pressure of the Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price rocket speed start, and Jackson came through for the title. It's a standing ovation here in Eugene, and I bet in the bars all across Jamaica, in Falmouth, in Kingston, in the nightclubs, in the homes, they will be celebrating a night on which Jamaican women have once again come out on top of the world. But it's silver this time for Fraser Price, and the gold for Jackson. Boom!
That was a great race. You talked about Shelly-Ann getting out. She got out the blocks. Shericka did not lose her composure. She knows she has that closing speed. We talked about it earlier in the week from the 400 and the 200 and the 100. And she came home strong, lifting and dominating that race. 21:45.
I think the world record is within this woman's grasp. She has just become the fastest living woman on earth. Second on the all-time list. Dan O'Brien, how well did Jackson execute the race of her life against Fraser Price.
Well, guys, I'm trying to think over these blowhorns. These Jamaican blowhorns have been going for 5 minutes straight here, but it was absolutely masterful. That last 100 meters, you knew Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce was going to get out to a big start, and a lot of times the athletes who get out to those big starts, they make the race possible for everybody else. So I really think the fact that Shericka Jackson winning in that time had a lot to do with Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. But the last 100 meters and the 200, it's all about guts, and sometimes your heart has got to be bigger than your legs and your lungs. And I think Shericka Jackson's heart was the biggest part of her body tonight.
Brilliant run from Asher Smith, 22.02. Saney wasn't too far away from the podium. Asher Smith ran a brilliant bend, and Thompson-Herah was out of it. At one stage, I thought perhaps Asher Smith might put Jackson under a little bit of pressure just in the lane outside her. But how well did she accelerate and pull away in that last 40 metres? It was a truly majestic